Houston, the mayor is adding 140 police officers to the city's west side. The move coming after more than 1,700 residents of that part of town told the mayor they wanted Katrina victims out of their neighborhood. They blame the evacuees for violent crime rates that have increased almost 14% in one district.
We just want you to understand our situation in this community, and we appreciate your work and your hard work that you've done, but we want the New Orleans residents to go home.
We can't walk to a park that was put in that is wonderful without being accosted. I want to know what y'all are going to do about it, or do we have to take it into our own hands?
The Houston Police Department says it does not know how many of these crimes are really linked to Katrina evacuees.
It was a year ago today that perhaps...
1 year ago tonight, Houston's Astrodome was filled to capacity with 12,000 Katrina refugees from New Orleans. They were just the first wave. At its peak, Houston welcomed at least 250,000 Katrina evacuees, an influx that would put a strain on any city. A year later, more than 100,000 evacuees are still in Houston. Violent crime is up, and fair or not, many locals say they have had enough. At a public hearing this week, Katrina fatigue erupted into anger. Here's CNN's Sean Calebs.
Houston was there when New Orleans was hurting. Among volunteers helping Katrina victims at the cavernous Astrodome, Crystal Woodard. But she says in the past year, a spike in violent crime, widely blamed on evacuees here, is souring Houston's goodwill.
Even though we have extended a helping hand, we're getting bit. You know, they're not giving a damn what we think or how we feel.
A simmering frustration over crime and the strain on public services is boiling over.
We want the New Orleans residents to go home.
At the same public hearing, Houston's mayor was just as blunt.
It did not help that some small minority of citizens from another major urban area had been in a community which apparently tolerated a great degree of lawlessness.
New Orleans' own mayor empathizes with Houston.
The Texas court system seems to be much tougher than the system that a lot of our residents love.
Houston police say that burglaries, armed robberies, and assaults are up significantly over the past year. And they say during that same time period, the murder rate has shot up nearly 25%. Last month, the 64-year-old man was killed at dawn at this car wash. 3 Katrina evacuees have been charged in the crime.
Police! Put your hands up!
Police say Katrina evacuees have been charged or victims in at least 59 out of 262 killings this year, even though Katrina evacuees are less than 7% of Houston's population. Patrolman Sam De La Cruz works Houston's west side, home to most of Katrina's evacuees.
The normal criminals that we had on the street, they don't hang out anymore because they're just so afraid of the Louisiana criminals now.
Houston's mayor wants to help evacuees who abide by the law, but
we will use all of our law enforcement resources that we can to make sure that people who break the law and prey on others find Houston an unwelcome place.
A lot of the evacuees are good-hearted people, hard-working citizens, but that small percent that is just, they don't have any respect for anybody.
And to those people, Houston says, you've worn out your welcome. Sean Calebs, CNN, Houston.
Meanwhile today, New Orleans Mayor Ray Nagin visited New York looking for investment.